So I just got myself a package in the mail. It's unmarked, and as far as I know, no one in my life likes to send me things. So this could either be a letter from the debt collectors or Anthrax. So let's figure it out. Oh, wait a second. I forgot I got this. So this right here is actually a copy of the new yearly Onimusha Pro. And for those who don't know, this is a magazine exclusively for documenting and showcasing the game series Onimusha. Okay, so I mainly joke. This is not a monthly or bi-yearly or anything sort of like magazine thing. This is just a promotional piece that was made in order to promote the remaster for Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, which is one of my favorite PS2 games ever made. Remastered, reclaim your destiny across feudal Japan again. That's cute. And inside Onimusha 2, God, I hope so, reunite with Jubei Yagyu. Pretty sure this is going to be most people's first time meeting Jubei. Brand new features. Hail difficulty mode. Gallery with 100 plus art pieces, digital soundtrack with 43 songs, and more. 43, my lord, I didn't know they had that many. You know, it's crazy that the Onimusha 1 soundtrack was like, I guess like a highly regarded soundtrack. I don't know if the same goes for Onimusha 2. I did play it recently, I think a year ago. I remember enjoying it all the same, but the soundtrack didn't stick out as much as the first one did. And oh my goodness, how could we forget the most important part of this all? Plus, win a trip for 2 to Japan, which that totally brings back so many memories of... Did any of you guys ever like get like Nintendo Power or Game Pro, which this is obviously a spoof of Game Pro? Any of those like magazines where they would always have like that sweepstake every like edition, and it'd just be like win a trip to New York so you could be in The Mask 2 or something. And I always wondered if people actually won those, because you never really see anyone like come out of like, you know, out of hiding. So it's just like, will anyone actually ever win this trip for 2 to Japan? Capcom, you better make this happen, because this is the only sweepstakes you got riding on this magazine right now. You can't f it up. We will find you. We know where you live. Also, this art right here, I think this is definitely art from back then. This certainly like strikes some sort of like memory in my brain. I can't really quite describe it. I think it might be the eyes that I remember, but this feels like official art that was made for the game back then. Okay, that's pretty much everything on the cover. Let's take a look and see what's literally inside this magazine right here. So the story so far, so this is pretty much just a synopsis of what happened in Onimusha 1. Nobunaga died. Nobunaga ended up being a demon guy, and there was a guy named Samanosuke who was just like, not cool, man. And then he fights through like the demon infested world of Japan. Then he meets Nobunaga and he's like, that wasn't cool, man. And then he kills him. And then he comes back, and then Jubei's like, not cool, man. So this is a fake ad right here. This gives me like local like restaurant vibes. Give the gift that keeps on giving. Off a really fishy smell. Buy a grill. I love that. This, so far with just the cover and this advertisement right here, this really is giving me like old school Nintendo Power, like 2005 gaming magazine vibes. Maybe earlier than that. It's got that sense of humor. It's got that design. Enter feudal Japan. Immerse yourself in a land steeped in samurai traditions and filled with lush forests, serene temples, and bustling towns. Next page, we got Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, a sword-swinging saga of vengeance and valor. In the blood-soaked world of... Okay, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm pretty sure it's just talking about what goes on in Onimusha. Does it talk about the remake by chance? No, it doesn't look like it. It really is just talking about... It's just gassing up the game and its story. Momoa... Where's Jason at, huh? The Museum of Modern... of Modern Onimusha Art. 100 new special artworks presented in glorious high resolution. That sounds pretty cool. Plus 43 songs from them. Man, they keep talking about this soundtrack. I wish I could really, I wish I could join them in being hyped up for it, but I just don't remember. The who's who of Onimusha 2. Boy, I wonder who this guy could be. The vengeful blade. Dude, he looks like a guy. Where is the sharpness? And he's not a blade. Nobunaga, like we talked about, he is indeed the Dark Warlord. He is a ruthless and ambitious leader. Gogantantis. Oh, this guy is freaking awesome. His boss fight, his fights are pretty difficult though. I would go so far as to say he is the greatest swordsman of all demons, because man, he kicked my ass when I played last year. Kotaro Fuma, and these are like the side characters. These are the people that you can play as potentially in Onimusha 2. We got Kotaro Fuma, a dude, Oyu, a woman, Magoichi Sayo, is that a G? That's a really weird font. What? Sayo? Wait, what does it say? Saiga. That's a G? That is supposed to be legitimate. That is not a G. You can't lie to me and say that's a G. What does the O look like? Oh. Okay, maybe I am the stupid one. AK, and yeah, these are all just the playable characters, and it is pretty cool how you could not only play as them, but you could also give them gifts. It's pretty much kind of like a Christmas simulator. Also, I don't remember her having that deep of like cleavage ever. Think fast! If you strike just when an enemy's attack is about to hit, you'll land a powerful counter. Is that how you do it? Oh, I didn't know. So this is describing one of the defining features of Onimusha's gameplay, which is the Isen, which pretty much exactly as it's described. If you strike when an enemy is about to hit you, you'll pretty much dodge their attack, and then you'll like go around them and you'll strike them. And when you do, the screen flashes like full white for a brief moment, and it looks awesome. And you pretty much just kill them in like one hit. It's really cool, but it's really freaking hard. And I think I understand now why it's hard, because you're supposed to hit them when they attack you. Sorry for hitting my phone. And all this time, I thought that you're supposed to literally move out of the way, like press like the left or right button to like strafe away from the attack. I didn't know you were supposed to attack while they're attacking. That doesn't make any sense. I could attack them, but I'll end up getting like the blade shoved up my ass, and I don't want that. That's why I'm trying to move out of the way, but I guess the game, is thinking something else. Maybe it wants me to be sodomized. Oh my god, these freaking puzzles. These puzzles are horrible. I remember spending a good like 20 minutes on one of them, and then I think I ended up having to like look at chat to get like I'm just not really good with sliding puzzles. I remember the Wind Waker one. That one was like god awful. I never even finished like the last one, because there's like 3 tiers, I believe, or maybe 2. But God, it's just, I'm so glad that like sliding puzzles, because they were like the in thing back in the day, but now they're like long gone. Think again. Junpei's blade knows no bounds. It still goes up, down, left, right, diagonally, and even backwards. Huh? Oh, wait, what? The hidden words in the puzzle below do the same. Find them at all costs. And they give us a cute little crossword puzzle right here. Or is that what it's called? It's a little word puzzle. And let's see what we got. Demons, destiny, gift giving. All right, let's try to find one of these words right here. So fig. All right, let's move over here to new features. And this is probably the most interesting part of this magazine, outside of like the whole nostalgia bait and stuff. But we got hell mode, aka the screen punchingly hard mode. This stuff, this really is authentic like game pro writing right here. Want to put your samurai skills to the test? The all new hell mode is an insanely difficult new mode where you die in a single hit. That's right, 1 hit and you die. Cool. I don't think I'll ever play that. This is giving off Dark Souls vibes. If you're playing the new Hell mode, get ready to see this screen a lot. And yeah, the little like descriptors right here under the images really does bring me back. They have that iconic, like, snark, sarcasm. We got updated graphics. It can't be that updated, dude. All right, let's get into it. Say goodbye to the pixels of the past. In the remastered Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, all of the assets, including 3D character models, visual effects, CG cutscenes, backgrounds, UI, and fonts, are all now in high definition. You can also switch between 16:9 and 4:3 aspect ratios on the fly during during gameplay. That is new. I don't think that was possible in the remaster for Warlords. As far as I know, I don't think they really updated that much in terms of graphics. I think just what Capcom did was they literally put the game onto modern platforms, and that's great and all. And also, not only that, they literally only put Warlords on there. They didn't even put Genma, which is honestly probably my preferred version. A lot of people are kind of iffy on the Xbox version of Onimusha because, you know, it made a lot of changes that some people didn't really vibe with, like the green orbs, as well as that like weird doll, like sort of Mr. X like stand-in. I thought that stuff was pretty cool, and I really did like the increased difficulty because they also changed around like things like enemy placements and stuff, and that shit kicked my ass, but it was a good kind of kicking ass. Like, you know, I wouldn't really classify myself as a masochist, but I think Onimusha, Genma Onimusha really did, like, make me turn over a new leaf. Now with joystick, that's right, you don't have to use only the D-pad anymore. I really liked using the D-pad. It offered precise, like, movement. Now the power is in your hands to swap effortlessly and automatically between classic tank and fluid analog movement. Pretty fancy, huh? Very fancy indeed. This was also something that was in Onimusha 1's remaster. They gave you the ability to switch between either or. And honestly, to me, I feel like, you know, for a game that has fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds and stuff like that, where the camera is always constantly changing when you move from screen to screen, at least to me, I feel like the original like tank controls just work so much better compared to having like full 360-degree like control with like an analog stick. That's just me. That's honestly me. If you find it much preferred and even like, you know, beneficial to use the analog control, you know, you do you, man. You know, it's your life. You know, you take it by the horns. It's just that the analog movement is a bull that I'm not willing to face off against. I will say, though, pretty fancy to have multiple options. We love that. Change aspect ratios faster than Jubei can draw his blade. Switch seamlessly between 4:3 and 16:9 aspect ratios on the fly during gameplay. Kind of reminds me of the Combat Evolved remake, where they let you have like a button that changed the graphics from new to old. Love that shit. Playing the Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny remaster with a joystick is every gamer's dream. That's a lie. Did you not listen to me like 3 seconds ago? That is a fucking lie. Okay, is there no? All we have here is just artwork of the last 3 playable characters. We got that guy, Gunman, bald. Okay, so we're gonna open this back up because we're gonna take a look at this thing right here, which is a ticket to attempt to win a trip for 2 to Japan. I like that font right there that they chose to. That's so 2000s right there. To celebrate the remaster of Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, Capcom is sending 2 chosen warriors on the trip of a lifetime to Tokyo, Japan. Take destiny into your own hands for a chance to win. Round-trip airfare for 2 to Tokyo, Japan, a 5-night hotel stay in Tokyo, Japan, an activities guide fit for the ultimate Onimusha. Like, what the heck are they going to do? Are they going to send me and my friend back in time to, like, feudal Japan and, like, fight against a horde of demons and a demon king? First prize, a limited edition standard skateboard deck featuring an illustration of Oyu. Who is Oyu? Is Oyu the what? Oh, yeah, Oyu is the woman. Oh, great. You know, you get either the ultimate grand prize or you get a piece of goon material. Which one will it be? Okay, let's take a look at the back, and we got a Capcom logo. Very fancy, very classy, like that. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny Retro Sweepstakes. Complete this official entry form with your contact information and send it via the U.S. Postal Service. Yes, the actual Postal Service. In a standard number 10 envelope with they numbered the envelopes with sufficient first-class postage for your chance to win the ultimate grand prize or one of 20. Wow, one of 20. Okay. So you'd have actually a pretty good chance to win something. You know, if you don't get the grand prize, at least you'll be able to get, you know, a skateboard out of it. But yeah, that is pretty much it for the Onimusha Pro Bi-Century magazine update. They don't really make them like they used to. Like both promotional stuff delivered to gamers as well as just gaming magazines in general. So this really is like a blast from the past, and it's something I really appreciate, and especially because it's for a game franchise that doesn't really get that much love. Like, I know we are getting the new Onimusha game, Way of the Samurai or something. I don't remember what it's called, but it's just great to be able to see this game like get the love that it deserves, because it's a really good series. And honestly, I'm not being promoted by Capcom or Junpei or Samanosuke or anyone. No one is like lining my pockets with money or anything. But if you ever do get the chance, please check out Onimusha 2. Check out Onimusha 1, Warlords, or Genma, it doesn't matter. Just check out the series. You will not be disappointed if you're into like, you know, sword-based action stuff. Think like Dark Souls, but before Dark Souls, I guess. Like this thing right here, if you don't see this and get like a huge... I don't know. There's nothing that can save you, I guess. Really happy that I received this. I hope I win that trip to Japan. And I hope that they actually do something like this again for the 5th entry in the series. I doubt it. I really think that they only did this because this game came out in like 2001 or whatever. But yeah, good stuff.